Hey there, YouTubers. So, Jesus, it's Friday again, and yes, just as Uncle Coach Red Bill said, the decades are short and the days are so freaking long, and I figured that pretty much means once you once you have no goals and no motivation, and you just happen to derp for several days, for several consecutive days or even months, and then you begin to get so used to derping and messing all around, and you've incrementally forgot what you are supposed to be doing. Though I still don't quite, I still haven't, you know, lost my ultimate objective for my own lifetime. I've been, you know, pretty much derping for for nearly half a decade since I got my ass kicked out from uni due to poor academic performance. Um, so I couldn't, so I, so I couldn't help but start to to consider and to think of many alternative routes out of this mess I'm currently stranded in. And so far as you can see, I have made a multitude of attempts to escape. And of course, I have no plan to get myself stranded inside my grandma's place forever. Um, I just know as a man, as a man, I just have to take another leap of faith rather than having to, you know, becoming like an old man waiting to die alone. But yes, I know that someday I just have to die alone. But I am using some figurative speech so that you can get the idea more easily, per se. And there is something I think I have to say. Do not ever depend on particular someone for happiness, for the feeling of content. Um, so far as I can see, it will always end up the same, outcome. You will pretty much always end up um, getting yourself disappointed and upset with the entire humanity, and I have had enough of it. I let's say I think I am beginning to get ready for my trip to. It's not exactly a trip, because I just have a multitude of things to do for my old man. To pay him back, as to do him some return favors for all the investments and hard work he's put on me. He's been, for all those hard work and, of course, monetary investment he's put on me. He's put onto me. So I have to admit that I do not want to go to Foshan. I I do not want to go there. I'd rather go to Japan, finding some pussies to screw, just to release, to release some of my sexual tensions and urges so far, since so far, as you have known, I have been, banning sex dolls, and I have had enough of that. I can honestly, I can tell you with utter, with utterly absolute honesty there. Um, that's just the truth. I love truths and I hate getting lied to. I just freaking hate lies. I just freaking hate it. Hate it. I hate it with immeasurable fury. More than you can imagine. And um, and yes, I have grown freaking tired of having pretty much no one to talk to about spiritual well-being and Christianity and all the questions and all the questions and doubts I have about the Bible. I still have no definitive answers, you know, for questions like, what if all my Christian mates deserted me? What do I do then? And how do I live my problems to God? How do I overcome hate against women? Or how do I tackle feminism without having to piss God off? Or without having to violate God's commandments and the instructions whatsoever. And yes, moreover, I also have questions for God, questions about the Bible, like how do I find true friends other than Jesus, or is it impossible to find true friends on earth? All things considered, how should we interpret the Bible, literally or figuratively, or kind of both, or that depends. And is it a sin to work hard for better quality of life here on earth? So far as you know, I at least according to my own experiences and of course my own feelings, I have been working so hard just to improve an inch of my current quality of life. I've been working my asses off just to earn a bit of a you know more bucks in my entrepreneurial undertaking. And yes, I think I have another question for those pastors and people who's been accusing me of sinning too much. Like, why do I find a multitude of Bible verses seeming to self-contradict? Such as there's a verse from the Bible says you must love your neighbors as you love yourself. But I also find some verses from from those letters written by the apostle Paul of Tarsus. He's well, he said that if you are if you love yourself, then you have violated God's commandments, and in turn you have sinned. That and whatnot. That's that sort of thing. So I don't know, but I just need answers, because without the answers, without all those answers, I will just go astray, like the vast majority. Like the vast majority of Christians and pagans whosoever. And do not try to change the subject because I think it's imperative that we get to the bottom of this, but before it's too late, before Jesus actually um, returns with piles of heavenly clouds, sitting on the right hand of God, and begins to judge everyone, living or dead. So, Jesus, but regardless, I will continue. I'll continue to keep trying. No matter the circumstances. So, thanks again. Thanks again for watching and listening. Stay tuned. Probably not stay so faithful. I shall see you on the next video on YouTube. Bye bye.